You are now dialed in with the Dial Brothers.
Episode 20. Look, I think sometimes we start the episode off like are we struggling, but maybe we
Clearly,
are.
you started like, here we go again.
Episode 27 of the Dialed In Show. Look, I feel like one of the people that on the radio when they just go through their little rote script and it's just, listening to the People Station V103.
I listen to Hot 107.9.
It really is 104.1. That's the good station. That's the
Is it?
R&B and the yeah.
Things have
But
changed,
really,
I guess.
I don't listen to regular radio that much. I have the
Mhm.
Sirius XM that I listen to the majority of the time.
So, episode 27, full transparency. We taped this on Tuesday mornings, and so the conversation may change depending on when a tweet comes or it may not. Just saying that. So keep that in mind. We tape Tuesday mornings. This is published Wednesday morning. So by the time you see this, Kamala Harris and her VP would have appeared on stage together. But we'll get to that part a little later. Yeah, we'll get to that part a little later. So I was looking at it's funny, I've been looking at more podcasts just because we've been doing it. And following more podcasts and just seeing, man, my eye looks swollen. Seeing what what different people have been doing. But I saw multiple people have done it, and we did it once, have done like a this or that. And so I was like, oh, we should do it again. So I'm gonna see if we align on some things, and we're probably gonna disagree on a lot of things. So you know what this or that is, right? Like,
Yeah. You
oh,
rather this or that, yeah.
okay. So breakfast or dinner?
Like which one I prefer to have?
That that was the point of this
I
or
know what
that.
I'm saying. Like, I guess
Which one do you prefer more? My answer is easy. It's dinner. You got to think about breakfast or dinner.
I'm a person that I can enjoy breakfast. I mean, and I think initially why I asked the question was because I'm like, are you asking me do I want breakfast for dinner? But you're just saying like
No,
which one in the day?
breakfast or dinner.
Maybe dinner. I don't want to go to sleep hungry, but man, if I don't get no food in me, my sugar and
No,
stuff
it's
start.
which one do you enjoy more, breakfast or dinner? Which one do you prefer more?
I guess dinner. I love man, give me some grits and scrambled eggs with cheese and give me two different type of sausage and put you some Hawaiian rolls in a
What do you mean
skillet with
two?
butter and put some jelly on it.
You
Hey.
just gave a whole menu. It looked like your answer is breakfast.
Well, cause I'm saying I like breakfast.
You
And give me some salmon croquettes. This is like the fried salmon, man.
what do you
Woo.
mean two different types of sausage?
I like the brown, the dark brown round sausage, but then also
Mhm.
the Kaneka sausage too. Give me both of them and give me some shredded cheese to put in my grits.
So it looks like your answer is breakfast.
I'm just saying I really like a good breakfast, but no, I can eat dinner. I guess because I like to eat, dinner is probably what I would
That's
pick
why I
too.
started with the food question.
Mm,
I mean, but it's like, okay, I think I say dinner because dinner is so different. Like you can have a
mhm.
pasta dish, you can have pizza, you can have wings, you can breakfast is breakfast. Like breakfast is everything that you named.
It's the
Like
same.
that's it. With dinner, you can have salmon, you could have
Now I don't like that kind of salmon.
what kind of salmon? Salmon
Be
steaks? The
be
little
dry.
it's not dry.
Mm-mm. No, thank you.
So your answer is breakfast, really. That's your
No,
answer.
no, it's dinner because, like you said, you have more of a variety for dinner, man, and some good biscuits. Ooh, you know what? I need to go buy some biscuits, and I can eat. Sometimes I eat biscuits at night. Just put some biscuits in the oven and
What?
yeah,
And eat it with what?
syrup or jelly.
No meat.
Hmm. Just eat you about 4 or 5
So
biscuits.
so just at 9 o'clock, you wake up from your long nap and you make some biscuits.
If I have them, sure, why not?
That's weird. That's very weird.
Hmm.
That's very weird.
That's not weird. I
Eating biscuits at night, that is weird.
It's bread.
It is bread, but then you're introducing syrup or jelly. So it's
Right.
more than bread.
What's your next this or that?
That's like you saying, I'm gonna make toast at night. Why are you making toast?
I've done that before too.
Why?
I don't think that food should be limited to certain times of the day. I don't agree with that. Like, it was something I wanted, and mom said one time, something it might have been, she said, "That's for breakfast," or like, "Oh, like, don't be drinking the orange juice this evening." It's oh, so I can only drink orange juice before 12 noon? Like, what? No. If I want some orange juice at 10:30 at night, I drink the orange juice at 10:30 at night. No.
Okay. But who craves orange juice at 10:30 at night?
That's what I'm saying. There's not a time frame that I want specific things.
Uh-huh. Okay. That's weird.
Mm-mm.
Um uh Comedy or horror? I already know that answer for you.
Comedy.
Yeah. I prefer comedy too.
I
'Cause
don't
you
like
too
scary
scary.
stuff. No. Mm-mm. 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 Mm-mm.
Why?
Mm-mm. I don't
So
like no.
most scary stuff is funny.
Nah,
Like
heck,
that's
it
how
ain't.
goofy I am. Scary stuff is funny.
No, it's not. It's scary. I don't like scary movies. I don't like scared haunted houses especially growing up. I hated Halloween. And even like I'm talking on TV, they always showing uh scary movies and stuff. No, and my birthday's around Halloween. I'm supposed to be born on Halloween, but I hate Halloween. Halloween shouldn't even exist.
It bothers you that much?
Well, yeah, I don't like scary stuff. Mm-mm, mm-mm. Why do I want to be scared? That's crazy.
It's like a thrill.
No, it's not. It's like that's why I don't like roller coasters. Why do I wanna feel like I'm about to die? No.
Who said you're about to die on a roller coaster?
Man, you go way up and then flipping all around. No,
Roller coasters are fun.
not to me.
So
No.
they are scary to you.
They're not not the same kind of scary as like a horror movie, but it's why I want to be flipped all around and tossed and all that. No. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. No, no, thank you.
Oh man, I remember I, we went in a haunted house. It was on the our HBCU tour. One of the members of the park they peed on themselves.
Oh, in the haunted house?
Yeah.
Uh, no.
I
Only
hope
time I've
I hope she's watching. Oh man, if she remembers it. We were in Virginia.
only time I've ever
And
peed on myself in public is in a pool. Other than that, I've never done that.
oh man, okay.
Hmm.
All right. Well, this is an
What's
easy one.
embarrassing is when you pee on yourself in other people's houses. I'm talking about like when I was a kid.
Mhm. That's not. I didn't do that.
You ain't never pee on yourself?
No, so in nobody else's house. No.
Well, you can't control. It's like, oh, tonight I'm somewhere else. Don't pee on yourself. If I could do that, I wouldn't pee on myself at home.
Oh my god. Movies or books? This is an easy one for me.
Probably movies. If it's a book I like, but probably movies.
Movies is mine. Like, all right. This is an interesting one. Would you rather be? Well, this is weird though. Would you rather be poor and famous or rich and unknown? That's interesting.
Rich and unknown.
Yeah. Because, well, but the thing is, I mean, I know there are some famous people who are in debt, but you're not poor if you're famous. Like, well, yes, you can be. But you're saying if you're famous, you're going to kind of start getting stuff for free.
Well, but I see what you're saying. Like Steve Harvey tells a story about once he got money or once he got famous, he would go to restaurants and stuff, and they would tell him, "Oh, you don't have to pay." And he like,
Yeah,
"Hell, when I ain't had no money,
right.
you made me pay."
I mean, you might not really be able to live, but like poor and famous is not really poor and famous. But I would rather be rich and unknown.
Most
I,
of the richest people in the world, we don't know them.
correct. Yeah.
Yeah. So, nah, give me the money and somebody else you can have the fame. These are
Uh,
good. You can really find out a lot about people playing this or that.
oh yeah. Yeah.
I'm sure it could
Uh,
go left,
I'm
but
straying away from some questions. Uh, summer or winter? Summer.
the older I get, w- there's negatives about both. Uh,
Yeah.
but I was gonna say the older I get, I think winter. But maybe I'm just saying it because it's summertime. Because in the wintertime, I'm like, I can't wait till it's summer. But in summertime, it's like
Yeah.
I can't wait till it's winter. So
And it's getting hotter more and it's
mm,
getting colder more in some places. So we're getting two extremes. It's over 100 degrees all this week in Dallas. So
give me okay. Here's how we can make winter be perfect. At least in Atlanta. I can't
mhm,
speak for other places. Get rid of daylight savings time.
I agree with that.
Okay. And God, turn the heat up just a little bit more in the wintertime. Just a little bit. Winter would be perfect. It'd be perfect. My favorite time is fall, but like I said, I don't like the daylight savings time. I don't like that.
It's daylight saving time. It's no S.
Daylight saving time. I don't like that. It's getting dark and it's 5 o'clock. No.
I
Mm-mm.
am shocked she has not put out a video yet. It's 8:30 on the East. The event's at 5 p.m. on the East, but okay. Almost done with this. Well, I know your answer on this too. Forest or beach?
Beach.
You
Beach.
don't like forest?
I love the beach, but I mean the forest like going in like we went to the mountains. I mean that stuff is cool. It's cool. I don't dislike it, but
Mhm.
beach. I take
Yeah.
beach any day. I would love to go to the beach today.
Oh, well, hopefully not because it's a hurricane. So you ain't gonna have much beach.
Hurricane where? I'm saying it's
Uh
more than one beach. So
it
what are you talking
it
about?
hit Savannah and stuff last night, this
Oh,
morning.
oh, you know what? And
Is it not raining in Atlanta?
no,
Really?
no.
Oh wow.
And not at all.
Hmm.
I saw something that said pray for Florida, and I'm like, what the hell they praying for Florida for? DeSantis must have done something. I didn't know anything about the hurricane. I ain't know.
Hurricane Debbie.
No, it's just supposed to be cloudy today, cloudy
Oh
and hot,
wow.
no
Well, I
rain.
know Savannah's supposed to get a lot of flooding.
Oh.
Huh.
That's why Atlanta's a great place to live, even though you're not welcome here. People, I'm not talking about you, I'm talking about more people. Like, don't move here. We full. But Atlanta is a great place. The weather don't really act up.
Mm,
Um,
okay, it's hot.
well, it's hot. We have a lot of potholes. Um, police 911 might not answer the phone if you call.
That's a lot of cities.
And you know what? Let me not say that because I can't speak for Atlanta. I'm speaking for part of Metro Atlanta I live in. I don't know about
Mhm.
Atlanta because Mayor Andre Dickens was ticked off, said that Donald Trump came and said a bunch of lies about Atlanta.
Well, he did say he said crime was very high, and actually crime is down in
Yeah.
Atlanta, and then blamed it on the governor, which I don't know how the governor controls crime in a city. Uh, it it was weird because one, yes, Brian Kemp didn't vote for him in the primary, but Kemp said he's voting for him in the general. And then Trump comes to Atlanta and trashes Kemp and his wife. And it's like, Kemp is more popular in Georgia than Donald Trump.
Yeah. Yeah. Because
Uh,
Georgia is still, because like we always say, you got Atlanta and then you have
yeah.
Georgia. Georgia
Mhm.
is still very much so Republican and
Yeah.
red. And yeah, yeah.
I
But
just don't understand the strategy of him coming to Atlanta and trashing Brian Kemp when you
and
need
Kemp
Brian Kemp
was not
help.
anywhere to be seen.
Yeah.
He
And he
uh,
sent a tweet saying, keep my family out of your mouth. basically. I just didn't understand the strategy of that. And Lindsey Graham was asked about that on CNN last night. He was like, "Yeah, well, I'm meeting with Brian Kemp tomorrow night, and I hope they bury the hatchet on this." It's like, I mean, Trump needs George. I
Hmm.
don't
And then
understand.
now, and we can get back to this or that. I didn't like how he was pimping out those two black people at the rally. The one who was doing all the crazy stuff at Chick-fil-A, the woman,
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
then the guy, more so her than the guy, the other guy, the guy
Well,
who,
what do you mean pimping out?
oh, that was so fake.
Some people found it genuine.
And now she's supposed to be an activist, and she started an organization called, I can't remember what it's called,
I saw the speech.
but it's like, and then she was just doing too much, and he giving
Okay,
her,
people don't do too much on the Democrat side.
it's different with Donald Trump. It's different. It's
Mm,
different. She was licking his tail. It was different.
you think so?
Mhm.
Man, it. Oh, well, since you're on politics, Kamala Harris officially became the nominee last night, Monday night. They did the virtual roll call is complete, so she is officially the nominee. That is information that won't change tomorrow. Um, so what do you? It's funny, on my show we were talking about there is enthusiasm, but the thing is, enthusiasm has to sustain till
Mhm.
November. It's a long time between now and November, and a lot can change. I mean, the stock market on Monday has changed the conversation. Maybe people talk about economy, even though stock market and economy are kind of different. But um, where do you think things are headed?
This is, well, like you said, we record on Tuesday, so this is June. No, Lord, we're in August, not July. This is August 6th, 2024. Me saying this. Um, I believe, I really do, in my heart, I believe Kamala's gonna win. I think she's gonna win for a few reasons. Now, part of it today, and we'll find out today.
Hmm.
It might not make a big difference, but she needs to pick Shapiro, not that old looking other man, Walls or Waltz or whatever his name is.
He's not that much older than her, actually.
I know that was that old
I believe
looking.
he's 69.
That was that old
He's
looking man.
61. Uh
He
huh.
don't look good. He just don't look good for more reasons than one. He just don't look
Oh,
good.
okay. Hmm.
And he's from what, Wisconsin or
Minnesota.
Minnesota. Minnesota. Yeah, no. Go with Shapiro from Pennsylvania. Isn't that where he's from?
They
Uh
need Pennsylvania.
he is extremely popular in Pennsylvania. She needs
Hmm.
Pennsylvania to win.
Hmm.
He's young. Well, he's not young, but I'm saying he's younger. He looks young. If you
He's
follow
51.
if you follow him on social media, his energy is good. I'm talking even before he was
Yeah.
considered to be a
Hmm.
VP. His he's see, but now 2006, 7, 8, Joe Biden was old and cool.
Hmm.
He was cool. He had a swag. This guy is like that, but he's younger.
Hmm.
And I think that's what she needs. She don't need that old looking man. She needs, and
You have to remember, sometimes VP is to balance the
I
ticket.
know that's why
Obama was deciding between Joe Biden and Tim Kaine.
I know. I'm saying that's why I said Joe Biden was old, but he was cool. I'm
Hmm.
this other Walls, whatever his name is. He ain't cool. He not. He not.
He's been making a lot of people laugh. He's had one-liners.
Mm,
He's been.
mm-mm. And Shapiro is that Italian style. Like I don't know if he's Italian, so but
He's Jewish.
But I'm saying the way he talks, he just has that. It'll be a good balance. That's one thing.
Mhm.
Two, I think that when you talk about is the energy gonna sustain, I think it will because I think she's not the answer, but she's
Mhm.
the answer to a lot of what Donald Trump is pissing people off about.
Mm.
She checks the woman box. So all that the reproductive stuff and everything,
Mhm.
women I think are gonna cross over some of them because it's like, you know what? I'm tired of what the Republican agenda is when it comes to all that stuff. Then too, now You have one of my favorite preachers, favorite pastors, Reverend Terry Anderson, pastor Lily Grove Baptist Church in Houston, Texas.
Mhm.
His sermon from a couple weeks ago. It's kind of going viral. Is what part of what he said in his sermon. He said that he was not in favor or excited about Kamala Harris being the nominee. He said he was not. He
Mm.
said, but I'm all in now. And
Oh
he was,
yeah, I saw that on Instagram.
yeah.
Hmm.
And so I think certain energies are gonna come because Donald Trump won't let up. And it's
Hmm.
one thing you talking about an old white man. It's a whole another thing you talking about Kamala Harris. So I think the energy is gonna stay, and I think she's gonna win. It's
Well,
not
the
gonna be by
energy,
landslide, but I think she's gonna win.
well, no, the energy is definitely there. Like I said, it has to be sustained. She needs, to be completely honest, Obama like turnout from black people, which I think can happen. She, aka them sororities, are about to mobilize more than I think people think. Um, but turnout, I mean, turnout in any election, but this one, she's going to need, at least in some states, some like record numbers. You can't just do a little. She's gonna have to do a lot. Uh, and I mean, this is the question that goes back years of, is America, now you gotta ask the question, is America gonna elect a woman and a black woman? Like, they didn't elect Hillary, but then someone can rebut that by saying, well, Hillary had baggage, people didn't like Hillary. This is a woman and a woman of color. This is gonna be, it's gonna be uphill. Um,
I think the difference this time, would a woman of color beat John McCain? No. Would a woman of
mhm.
color beat Mitt Romney? No. Would a woman of color beat Donald Trump today? I think yes. Because it's a different argument. It's not
It is a different argument.
is so Donald Trump really, and he just don't know how. If Donald Trump went the next however many months, couple months,
Hmm.
the way he was in that debate with Joe Biden, I think he could win. But he's slipping back into that grab her by the you know what type energy.
Hmm.
That's I don't think that's gonna backfire. That ain't gonna work.
Yeah,
Mm.
like, and it's interesting because if you listen to political commentators, they're like, "Oh well," and this is accurate. Kamala Harris inherits everything that Biden has been criticized on, right? The border, yada yada yada, inflation. But the thing is, Donald Trump's not talking about that. He's going back to uh, nicknames
Mhm.
and identity politics. And what his supporters that are elected officials want him to do is talk about the issues, because
Right.
that's something that they can ding Democrats on.
Yeah.
But that's not what he's talking about. So
Yeah.
I think it also depends on if he changes course on if he gonna keep talking about became a black person, or is he gonna talk about
Ooh, let's
the
talk about
economy?
that. First of all, and I think this is last week or the week before. I think we talked about it on the podcast, or maybe we talked about it off. I don't remember. But when you were saying that there were some people within, internally who weren't that excited about the
Hmm.
journalists that were selected to be on the panel. First of
Hmm.
all, the one I can remember her name, who's from ABC, to me, from the parts I saw, she did
Rachel
a
Scott.
phenomenal. Yes, Rachel Scott.
Yeah, she did.
She did a phenomenal job. She stood her ground. She wasn't being
And she
no
wasn't disrespectful.
no.
I got a lot of messages saying I was defending her. She called him sir. She said, Mr. President. She
Yeah.
did say thank you for joining us the second they sat down. Everyone shook his hand. It was not how he described it from the first question.
Yeah, 'cause he's
And
talking about this nasty.
she read all statements that he said.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he talking about it's just disgusting or nasty that you ask it, and it's like you said, so you trying to tell me I can't ask you about what you said. That's crazy. And when he said, "Well, define DEI." Now there she got a little smart, but she answered the
Yeah.
question. She said is literally the words
Yeah.
diversity,
She
equity,
said
and inclusion.
diversity, equity, inclusion.
Like, what do you mean?
Well, and this isn't much breaking news, but so as of 8:34 a.m. Eastern, Kamala Harris has decided a running mate, according to Associated Press sources. The announcement is coming in hours. Now, I have seen a tweet that said there is a flurry of vehicles at the governor's residence in Minnesota.
Oh my God.
That does not mean that he could be getting ready to fly to Philadelphia. I don't know.
I hope she ain't pick him. And I mean, if she did, I'm sure a whole lot of thought went into that, and that's
Mhm.
why she picked him. But I hope she ain't pick him. Oh my goodness, that ain't even gonna look good. That is-
Why is it not going to look at a black woman with an older white man? That's just a reverse older white man with a black woman.
Okay, to my point. Now, watch. You just answered my thing. You know how many jokes Donald Trump about to make up with that? He like, oh, she just went and got
Well,
Joe
yeah,
Biden.
yesterday on a young person's podcast, Donald Trump said all the VP candidates are more qualified than her. So that's what he said. Um,
That's
well,
just,
but now, regardless, at the end of the day, people are going to vote for Kamala Harris or are going to vote for Donald Trump, not their vice presidents. But I said that to say I've been seeing one, Republicans are nervous if she picks Shapiro. But they've been using this narrative of thinking that she won't because some Democrats in states like Minnesota are more pro-Palestine, and they think, oh well, if she picks Shapiro, who's Jewish, it's going to make Democrats not vote for her, which I don't think is accurate. And also, all the VP contenders have the same stance on Israel and Palestine. It's just Shapiro happens to be Jewish. Um, but I've been seeing so many people last night now tweeting, "Oh, Walls let Minnesota burn when George Floyd happened." And so, like, bringing up all this stuff, we're gonna hear stuff about both candidates, whoever she picks. Um, but it's gonna be interesting because then I wonder if they're gonna be, you know, black people upset about George Floyd or whatever. I don't know. It's gonna be interesting.
man, that's depressing. I hope she ain't pick him.
Why does it matter?
Well, now for a real reason, it matters because
So CNN said 6 additional law enforcement vehicles have arrived at the home of Governor Tim Walz.
it's him. Because why? Why now is security at his house or like more
Well, he already
security?
has security. He
I
already
said
has
something about
security.
more. Why is it more?
Well,
And especially given the climate of what's going on, Secret
mhm.
Service ain't about to be playing.
Oh, no one said no one's playing.
No, what I'm saying is, if it's him, I bet
Mhm.
people are at his house already. Like they like because
And people could be at Shapiro's
well,
house.
why they ain't tweet that,
I'm just telling you what I'm seeing.
man? I'm
So,
glad.
so what do you think happens if she picks Walz, like older white, he's shown that he can fight back on like having a conversation. He's not decrepit.
I
Um,
think. I think. Okay, let's talk about um younger millennials and Gen Z for just a second.
mhm.
All right.
But
Now, when
this
it
is the thing,
was,
and I'll say younger millennials and Gen Z got to show up. Younger
but
millennials and Gen Z talk crap on social media,
okay, so
but they still
listen.
do not outvote old people.
I know what I'm saying, but so listen. So there are a lot of young people who say when it was Donald Trump and Joe Biden, yeah, it's these two old men. I ain't
Hmm.
okay. All right. So now, if you have Donald Trump and JD
Hmm.
Vance, who mom say
Hmm.
they look like the devil, if you
And maybe she didn't want you to say that, but okay.
okay, well, I'll say they look like the devil. They do. They when you see their pictures next to each other, they do.
Move
Either way,
on before you get me in trouble.
uh, 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 then you put that next to Kamala Harris and an old looking white man.
How about that? Because he's 9 years older than her.
If you old looking, you put.
I'm
I'm trying to tell
pretty
you what
sure he's
a.
9 years older than her.
I'm telling you what a
I'm gonna look it
22-year
up.
old is gonna see. They
Uh
gonna
huh.
still see Kamala Harris and Joe Biden.
Hold
They
on.
gonna see
He's
her with a.
60. He's 60. They're the same age.
But I'm trying to tell you what he looked like. They gonna still see her with a white-haired, white-skinned man.
She's 59. Her birthday's October 20th. So they're the same age.
But dude, I'm talking about he looks. Who? These young people, they're not about to be looking it up. Oh, how old is it?
No, no,
They
no.
just gonna look at him.
A vice president is to balance the ticket. I'm not defending either way, but I'm saying it's to balance the ticket. You
It's
have a
gonna be
woman
balanced,
that is of color
right?
trying
Right.
to win the president of the United States. Yes, the
Terry
United
Anderson,
States is diverse, but all that diverse ain't voting.
and to get them, you can't go get somebody that look like Joe Biden.
Why? And he don't look like Joe Biden.
Y- Uh,
He
you know
looks
good,
like Joe Biden 8 years ago. That's what he looks like.
right? So what I'm saying is, you
Which is a
can't.
totally different person. Totally different person.
I think now what I just said about I think she gonna win.
Mhm.
Now, she picked Walls. She just lost a couple points because that's
Really?
y'all look. Would you
He's an older, a white man. That's what all white men look like at the age of 60. What do you mean?
not Donald Trump?
Oh my God.
I
I'm
just
not
don't think.
understanding. No, finish your statement.
I just don't think if I as a young person,
Mhm.
um, if I as a young person see that man with her or this man with her.
That might, to some older voters who show up more than
Mhm,
young people who talk crap,
mhm.
they might say, "Oh, that's too much youth. That looks too young." A first term governor and a vice president.
Look like
That's
Dick
what some
Cheney.
people are going to see. It's like, what?
He like Dick Cheney.
He doesn't. You look up Dick Cheney. No, he doesn't.
Is Dick Cheney still alive?
Yes, he is. And
He
not
know
supporting Donald Trump.
he know he
What?
don't be in no news at all. Man
Hey,
does like Dick
why
Cheney.
would you want to be in the news? You had a public life. Why would you want to be in the news after? Heck, George Bush, he just go to basketball and baseball games and be painting and does his own little thing. So
Man,
it's looking like Tim Walz. I mean, I haven't heard any traction about Shapiro this morning.
she gonna have to get me excited again if that's who she picked.
What do you mean excited again? She excites you because she is the nominee.
But I'm saying, but now
She's at
you
the
just
top.
pick.
It's not Tim Walz for president and Kamala Harris for vice president.
To me, who you pick as your VP matters, because what if something happens to you?
Okay.
Because just think, if Joe Biden had not picked her,
Mm-hmm.
who would we be talking about today?
Right.
So it
Well,
matters.
no, it would have been an open primary today. It wouldn't have been just an heir apparent. So someone posted yesterday. Hold on, I gotta pull it up. This was so accurate, but I didn't think about it. Man. Oh, it was on. Hold on. I gotta find it. Oh, it said, whoever gets picked, they will be Obama's VP's VP, the great grand VP of America. It will be Obama's VP's VP.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Obama's
Oh,
VP is Joe Biden.
yeah. Joe Biden VP is Kamala Harris, and they would be Kamala Harris VP.
It's to be the great grand
Mm,
VP of America.
mm,
So now you've lost enthusiasm, is what it
mm,
sounds like.
mm-hmm.
I don't understand why though.
I've been getting so excited about Shapiro. Um,
And he's still going to help her try to win his state.
it's not the
At the
same.
end of the day, all that really matters is, can they still win his state?
That's not the same. It's not the same. It's
Okay, let's talk about this. Do you think, and man, it's such a long time, even though it seems short, it's such a long time in politics to November. Do you think Gen Z and millennials are going to show up this time?
now this Tim Wall stuff is changing my opinion a little bit, but
Some young people like him, actually. I don't know if you've been looking at social media. He's the reason why Democrats are calling them weird.
I'm saying
he's the one who came up with that word.
I'm saying the people that you're saying you want to come out
Mhm.
are not people that are going to be invested.
They're invested in her, not in him.
What I'm saying is
To balance the. Do you know what balance the ticket
I get what
means?
you need somebody who kind of doggone the opposite of you to
Yeah.
attract people that you can't attract. I get that. I'm just
Mhm.
saying the people that you saying you want to attract, Tim Walls ain't gonna do that.
No, the top of the ticket is going to do that.
Not necessarily.
Why not? What are you eating? Where did that come from? Thanks for the spoon in your hand this whole 30 minutes. Where did the spoon come from?
Not necessarily.
Where did the spoon come from?
What you mean where it come from?
What are you eating?
Not necessarily.
What are you eating?
What are you talking about?
You just put something in your mouth. What are you eating?
The topics. So based on
Why
that,
aren't you answering my
you
question?
asking is
Why
Kamala
are you
gonna
not
be
answering
able
my
to
question?
turn out the
Wait.
millennial and Gen Z
Wait.
vote?
Why are you not answering the question?
Because we having a conversation about Kamala Harris possibly messing up November.
How is that messing up? I'm not understanding. What did you just eat?
Some yogurt.
Okay. How is it messing up? She picked someone who's her age,
That
who's the
looks like
governor of a
he's
state.
80.
I'm sorry, some white men look older than their age.
I don't feel like going to Conyers today.
Let's wrap this up. Jeez. Okay. What do you think? So you think turnout isn't going to be affected because of her VP pick?
Okay. Let's clear this up. Let me answer specifically what I'm saying. When you ask about millennial and Gen Z turnout,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think this pick will. Tim Walls, I don't think will help her with that demographic.
And
Now,
maybe that's not what he's being picked for. Maybe he's being picked to help her with another demographic.
maybe
I think
maybe.
she got the young people demographic. She can handle it herself.
I don't know. I don't know.
Or you think young people are excited about Donald Trump?
What young people you talking about? Maybe
I'm asking.
some of them. Yeah. Listen, again, Reverend Terry Anderson, pastor in Houston. He
Mhm.
said, what's going on is you have white people trying to keep brown people out of a land that belonged to red people that was built by black people.
Mhm.
So the white people who like that's young, yeah, they want Donald Trump to win. Yeah.
What I'm saying is, I don't understand how the VP pick is going to make young people not interested when the top of the ticket is a 59-year-old black and
Okay, I see
South
what you're
Asian
saying.
woman. That's
Uh,
what I'm not understanding.
well, Donald Trump said, when did she become black? Because, and now I saw a video of, I don't know what was going on, but it was her.
You
I
talking
don't
about
know.
cooking with the comedian and
Uh-uh.
Indian woman?
I don't know. Maybe it was her swearing in or something when she was a senator. Something.
Mhm.
Maybe that is what it was, because maybe Joe Biden was vice president at the time. Either way, her family came, and
Her mom was on the Bible?
nah, her mama wasn't there. So mama must have been dead at this time. I don't know what was going on, but it was something. And the vast majority of them people were what's the proper way to say it?
They were Indian.
Oh, okay. I thought it was South something. South.
That's the region of the world.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Her mother is Indian. Nikki
Right.
Haley's mother is yeah.
Now let's talk about this because I'm surprised Donald Trump ain't said nothing about it. Now, where's her daddy?
Who?
Kamala Harris.
Her dad died. I'm
I'm
pretty
saying,
sure.
where was he? Because he wasn't in her life, was he?
He died. He died kind of young.
Mm.
Let me
Now,
correct because I don't want to say false information.
now, what is sad, and I'm gonna let you look up what you're looking up. Why we keep having these black presidents who ain't had no daddy? That's now,
What?
now that's about to
Hold
tick
on.
me off.
Hold on. Is he not dead? Hold on. Oh
The
no. Hold on. No, he's not dead.
See what I'm saying?
No, they divorced. They divorced.
What they got to do with it? Where is he now?
I think they divorced.
I just whoever the third person of color that's president need to have come from a 2-parent household.
I don't know why I thought he died.
Oh,
Hold on, because I need to clear the record on this.
because that's just making it seem like that's just fitting the stereotypes. Like there's no good black fathers.
That doesn't mean that.
Yeah,
Because they
I
met
don't.
at a college. Her mom and him met at a college. He and Kamala's mother met at Berkeley during civil rights movement. Yeah, they divorced when she was 7 years old. My bad. That man is not dead. They divorced at a young age. I know, and then I know when they divorced, I know Kamala said that her mom made sure that she still had a lot of black people around her. Like she made, her girl. They even went to a black church. She went to a black church, even though that wasn't her mother's religion. Just because she wanted her to still be around half of her community.
Her mama wasn't Christian.
I don't think so.
Oh wow, man.
Hey, Nikki Haley mama wasn't either. What you mean?
No, I'm just saying. Oh wow, it's mm. Well.
Well, it looks like it's Tim Walz. We're gonna wrap this up. We'll have a more comprehensive podcast next week.
It was funny. And I don't know why I haven't always done this. Steven normally puts together the run of show or whatever you call it. And so I lately past few weeks, I haven't been looking at it until I sit down right here. And
When you
so
saw nothing.
I look, and so I told myself, I said, you know what? I can just start pulling it up on the computer because in my notes, I can just put them on the computer. And I pulled it up and I said, I can have it side by side, so I don't have to be looking down. And I look, and each section is blank. And I said, what are we talking about?
We're just winging it. Yeah. Well, thank you guys for watching episode 27. We'll have a lot to talk about next week because Kamala Harris will have her VP pick, which looks like it's Tim Walz. The DNC convention will be getting ready to start. So we'll have a lot to talk about. Will Donald Trump debate Kamala Harris? It'll be a lot. Be a lot to talk about.
I man, what am I trying to say? I need to just go and start watching some Tim Walz videos. Make me try to like the man.
I mean, it is what it is. If you're not going to vote for somebody because of their VP pick, then maybe that speaks to you.
I would still vote for the person, but some people might not.
Well, then you can't complain when
One
the
more
outcome
thing.
is the outcome.
One more thing. What's up with these? How can I word this? I just say it like this because I can't say it the way I want to say it. JD Vance's wife gives me Melania vibes.
No, definitely not.
What I mean by that is she don't want to be there. She looked like somebody being held against her will.
These people are thrust into. She ain't asked for this. She asked to be. Yeah, you forget. Michelle Obama hated politics. Like,
but
people didn't ask for this.
Still, I guess I'm saying Donald Trump got I don't know the politically correct word to say, so I'm gonna say a immigrant or a foreigner. I don't know how you should say it, but he got a woman who was not necessarily. You know what I'm trying to say, huh?
His wife is American.
Donald Trump?
No, JD Vance.
But you know what I'm saying. That woman is. Nah, let's get off because I can't say what I want to say.
Thank you. We'll see you guys next week, same time, same place, episode 29. Make sure to like, share, subscribe. Before Micah gets me in trouble, we're going to say goodbye.
Bye.
Jeez.